Gala token is still on edge here since the crash that has happened about 3 weeks ago. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about Gala based on what I'm seeing in the comment section. And it's understandable because when these altcoins go down, the sentiment on coins will tank, right? People will hate on these coins. But I am still bullish on crypto as a whole, right? I am still long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. I am not long on Gala, but if you guys want to continue seeing more of Gala reviews and technical analysis, you guys can drop a like still, comment, subscribe, and I'll continue to bring you guys technical analysis on Gala if you guys want to see it. Now, what I'm seeing for Gala here is that it's still trying to hang on for its life because I pointed out this huge falling wedge pattern here, which is a very common pattern, and you guys would see this across a lot of the altcoins, especially ones that have been around for quite some time, like Gala. And it is hanging on by a thread here on this bottom trend line. Now, falling wedges have a higher chance of breaking to the upside, right? However, this one looks like it's still trying to break down here. So something to be paying attention to because a move is coming soon. And if this thing breaks down with the weekly candle close, that could invalidate this falling wedge pattern. Let me see if on the monthly time frame, if this pattern is still valid. Yeah, in my opinion, the monthly time frame, this is not valid. So it could be the weekly time frame that is the highest time frame that this pattern is validated in. So if we actually get a weekly candle close beneath the bottom trend line here, that could very well invalidate the pattern here. Now, if somehow Gala is actually able to end up back into this pattern and break out of this pattern, let's just say, for example, by this point, the price target would still be 11 cents, okay? Price targets. Price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less, a lot of which does depend on what happens with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin has more room to pump, that's going to be good for a lot of these altcoins here. However, if Bitcoin dumps from here, which it still has a risk of, right, a steep dump, that's not going to be good for a lot of these altcoins. I did a more detailed video on Bitcoin earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. Now, I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinions on these markets are bullish. However, these are just my opinions, like the entirety of this video, and it's not financial advice. You guys gotta form your own opinions and strategies. Let's zoom in to Gala and see if we can get any more clues on what it could be doing. 4-hour time frame. Very long falling wedge pattern. 4-hour time frame. Falling wedges have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Okay, this could determine the direction of Gala. Okay, 4-hour time frame, falling wedge pattern. Let's just say if it breaks out by this point here, for example, price target would be about 1.35 cents price target for Gala. So if Gala is actually able to break out of this falling wedge pattern, maybe even soon, right? I'm just saying hypothetically, then that could still keep Gala in that bigger falling wedge pattern, depending on the timing. So something to be watching out for here right now on the shorter time frame, as well as on the higher time frame. This basically wraps up for this video. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of this coin or any other coins in this market by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. I'll pick a request to you for you guys on a daily basis, and I'll see you on the next one.